Hello and welcome to another What's Inside. Today we are looking at Pokemon Championship Island board game. This includes game board, discs, and DVD, aimed at ages 6 and up for up to 4 players. This is from 2007, so it's starting to get kind of on in the years. So let's see what else we've got here. Some images on the side. Nothing particularly outstanding, but a little bit of art. Then we've got the back here with the contents and all that sort of thing. So it comes with a DVD, 4 player pawns, 60 wild Pokemon discs with storage pouch, 13 trained Pokemon discs, 12 Academy Crests, 1 movement die, fold out Champion Island game board. So let's take a look at what we've got in the box. Alright, so here's our game board. Pretty standard sized board. You'll want to check the spine, of course, on it. The back is not really protected, but it's pretty standard stuff. And it's got little storage things off to each of the corners. And it's just the island. Pretty straightforward piece. Kind of difficult to see because of the glare. Sorry about that. Still haven't quite got this lighting thing mastered after 800 videos. So let's take a look at the contents. We've got our storage pouch and we've got our DVD. That's really all that's in here. So let's take a look at these and see what we've got. Okay, so the DVD does come in a case that says Pokemon Championship Island. It doesn't really tell you that it's part of a board game on the front, but it does on the back, and it's got the contents list for the game again. So we've got a little insert in here. And this is just different Snap TV games. Like I Spy, that sort of thing. Pokemon was their big one. There's a Strawberry Shortcake game. Alright, then we've got the controls direction for the game, so you know how to use your remote to help play the game. So you will need a DVD player to get any level of enjoyment out of this, because it is a DVD game. So, and of course you'll need the DVD. This one's got a bit of a scratch on it, but nothing that's going to keep it from not being playable. So let's get that out of the way and take a look at our very generic bag here, which has all the contents in it. So this is actually a little cheap. But inside we've got all our tokens. And let's take a closer look at this stuff. Okay, first up we have our 4 player tokens, or pawns rather. Now these all are supposed to come with stands. I'm actually missing one of these yellow stands, but these are pretty easy to track down. Maybe not in yellow, but they're pretty standardized for the cardstock stuff. So you should be able to find these online as replacements from various secondary sellers. Maybe not in yellow, but this same generic design. Also, these are 2-sided, and one side does have the copyright information on it, so you will be able to tell if it's official or not. Same image though. You've just got the 4 characters, pretty standardized. You do get a 6-sided dice with the rounded edges, pretty fancy. It's got the weird dots to it that make it look like a Mage Knight die, but it's a pretty decent die. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Actually, I thought it would be a lot cheaper. These are actually pretty sturdy cardstock, so pretty high quality on that front. Alright, let's take a look at our 12 Academy Crests. These do say Pokemon Championship Island on them. As you can see, there's a water second water, third water, a fourth water. Then we've got fire, second fire, third fire, and a fourth fire. Then we've got grass, another grass, third grass, and a fourth grass. So we got 4 of each of those 3. Alright, then we've got our big discs, which as you can see compared to these, are pretty significantly bigger. There are smaller discs that we will be looking at. That's the 60 number ones, and these are 13 of these. These are the trained Pokemon discs. So first up, we've got something I can't pronounce. Then we've got this guy. I can't pronounce any of these, I don't think. I'm not even going to try. I'll get a bunch of hateful comments in the comment section saying how I should know how to pronounce this. But my Japanese isn't that good. And some of the names are so ridiculous that I'll think they're way more ridiculous than they are. That one's Kadabra. I know how to pronounce that. Okay, so that's those. Then we've got 60 of the smaller ones. So let's take a look at those. And again, I'm not even going to try with these because they have such complicated names and I'll get them wrong. I get enough hateful comments for my one about the kid that runs funny. Like the other ones, these discs are actually really nice, solid, thick cardstock. Thicker than I expected and way sturdier. So the only chance you're going to see these really torn up is if they were poorly taken care of, like somebody played with them a whole bunch, or when somebody popped them out of the perforation cards, they tore the image then. Otherwise, they seem to be okay for holding up over time. It's just with heavy use, you're going to probably tear them up a little bit. Because younger kids tend to do that anyway. There's Pikachu. I know that one. The game looks like it plays pretty straightforward, fairly easy. So I don't think younger players are going to have much of a problem with it. They'll probably know who a lot of these characters are. The show has been around for quite a while now and doesn't show really any sign of completely dying out. So if you have nostalgia for this game, this would be a fun one to get. You will need to dig out a DVD player somewhere, but it could be a good time just for the nostalgia of it. The imagery is really nice, good color. It's held up very well over time. And finally, these three. Alright, and that is what is inside Snap TV's 2007 Pokemon Champion Island board game. It does require a DVD player, but the contents are really nicely made, which is pretty impressive. So aimed at ages 6 and up, pretty easy to play, and it's really going to appeal more toward people with nostalgia, collectors for Pokemon, that sort of thing. It's not going to be for everyone, and since it does require a DVD player to play, probably a little dated at this point. But there's still plenty of people with DVD players out there, and you can pick them up pretty cheap used. So if you're a big diehard Pokemon fan, this is definitely going to be up your alley. It'd be a nice piece to add to your collection. And considering that it is pretty highly quality made, I would say it's worth adding if you can find it at a reasonable price. But it's definitely not going to appeal to everyone, especially because it does require the DVD player and a lot of people don't have them anymore. So we've seen what's in the box. You've heard my take on it. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews and unboxings. If you'd like to help the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring store are in the description, and you can always just share the video around. But as always, we hope to see you on the next one.